Hey, what's up, guys? This is Foster from English no Cru. So today we are talking about phrasal verbs again as part of our phrasal verb week extravaganza, an entire week just about phrasal verbs. But real quick, if you are interested in phrasal verbs, if you're interested in improving your English, if you are interested in English or anything that has to do with English in general, you should be using Cambly. So Cambly is the coolest language learning app I have ever seen. I wish they had it for Portuguese, but essentially you get on-demand teachers whenever you want, whenever you want. The click of a button, you can talk to English teachers, professional English teachers from anywhere in the world from the comfort of your own home. It's amazing. So just go to cambly.com. That is Cambly. Or download the app on your phone or Android, whatever. Go to Cambly.com, use the code EnglishNuCru, get your first class for free. No credit cards, no nothing. Just go to Cambly and use the code EnglishNuCru. Speak to real humans. Okay, on with the show. Oi, fala aí pessoal, bom dia. Você está escutando o Inglês no Rádio. I am your host, Foster Hodge. This is your daily dose of English. Hey, Alexia, what's up? What's going on?
Happy Hump Day.
Happy Hump Day. Hump Day is Wednesday. We always say Hump Day.
Hump Day. You know that my British student, he didn't know about Hump Day.
Yeah, that's because British people are stupid and Americans are awesome.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
America! We don't
USA.
have to.
USA. Build that wall. No. Bad joke.
I was going to make the joke of saying, we don't have to make America great again because it's already great. But in all honesty, we are traveling to England in like 2 weeks. I love England. I love British people.
Oh, yeah. We didn't tell this to anyone.
Yeah, because we were going to record a lot of podcasts about it. Maybe when we're there or after our trip and talk about the
Yeah.
differences between
We are
British
going
English.
there just for 5 days.
Yeah. What are we doing there? What suspense? What a surprise.
My best friend sir is getting married.
Your best friend?
Yeah.
I thought I was your best friend.
Oh, yes, you are. You're my best
Obrigada,
friend.
amor.
So my best friend is getting married, and it was like this. 1 month ago, he sent me a message on WhatsApp saying, "Are you in Portugal?" Just because Luis and we decided to get married. It would be nothing that big. We'll go there at the, how do you say cartório?
I think courthouse.
Yeah, to the courthouse. Will take only half an hour. But if you guys want to come, that's fine. No problem. And I was like, what? How do you say me like this? Like, it's very important.
How do you tell me that?
Yeah, it's very important. And then we are going because here in Europe, airplane tickets inside Europe are very, very cheap. So
Airplane tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say airplane tickets in Europe or just flights in Europe are super cheap.
Yeah.
At least compared to the US and Brazil.
Oh, yeah.
Especially Brazil.
Especially Brazil.
It is pretty pricey to travel by airplane in Brazil.
So we are going there. We are going to party for 5 days. So
Going to party for 5 days?
Oh, yeah.
Meu Deus.
Oxford, Harry Potter. Are you kidding me? My British accent will be so amazing.
Okay, Alexia, before you get too excited, let's just calm down. Let's take a deep breath and let's continue talking about phrasal verbs because this is day 3 of phrasal verb week.
Boring. I want to talk about Harry Potter.
No, we're not. We're talking about phrasal verbs with the verb to pick. And I don't want to pick on you, Alexia, but I have to.
You do that a lot?
Yeah. So first, do you know what to pick on means?
Yes.
What does it mean?
To me chatear.
Not really.
Yeah.
Could you say that?
Aham.
It was
Aí você
still,
tá me chateando, para com isso.
yeah, but honestly, to pick on someone is like you're bullying someone.
Okay, you don't do that to me.
So when you're picking on someone, you have to think about someone is picking on someone else.
Okay, so it's a bad thing.
It's generally a bad thing. It's like you're making fun of someone or you're being mean to someone.
Got it.
Like I always heard my mom say to my brother, I have an older brother, is like, stop picking on your younger brother. Stop picking on Foster. I'm like, thanks, mom. Yay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So can you give me an example?
Mm, stop picking on me when I make English mistakes.
Yeah. So I will never stop. I cannot stop. It is in my blood as an English teacher. So can I correct you?
Yeah.
This isn't really a correction, but to pick in general, to pick is one of those like weird verbs that has a lot of different meanings in English, but it is a son du e.
Mhm.
So I'm not saying peek. To peek is like to have a quick look at something. To pick is normally to choose, to select, has a lot of different meanings that we'll talk about now, but it's e.
Okay.
Okay, we have recorded an episode on that before in the past. I don't remember what episode, but I'll put it in the show notes.
And when someone is very picky,
Yeah, so they're not picky, they're
no,
picky.
so that's what I want to understand. To be picky is like, é fresca com a comida.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's not picky, it's picky.
yeah, that's a great example. So if you say someone is picky, the first sound is p, I, and the second vowel sound is e. Picky.
Mhm.
You're not saying peaky, you're not saying picky, you're saying picky.
Picky.
Perfect. Almost perfect.
I would say perfect.
Okay, so Alexia, we know that to pick on someone is to kind of be mean to someone, fazer pouco de bullying. Nah. What about to pick out?
To pick out is when you are in high school or elementary school, and then you always have that thing during educação física,
Yeah, normally we just say PE, which is
PE.
physical education.
Okay, during PE, that people are choosing their teams, right?
Yeah,
So you have to pick out people.
yeah. In that case, you could actually just say pick people or pick out people.
Mm-hmm.
So, in general, pick out is when you are choosing something from a group of things.
Yeah, I want to pick out a new pants from Zara.
So, in general, Alexia, one more time, I'm going to be picky today. I would say pick out a new pair of pants.
Okay,
We don't say a pants in
sorry.
English.
I thought about saying trousers, but I knew that it would
Good
correct
God,
me.
with the British English today, Alexia,
I
chega.
am back on track.
So, for example, the other day, Alexia and I went to Fanaki, which is like uma lojas americanas, alguma coisa assim.
um, Brazil used to have it.
Okay. So most people know what Finaki is. And we returned something, which means we had credit, so we had to get something else. And I was like, come on, Alexia, let's pick something out. I
Yeah,
want to go. What do
and
you
we
want?
stayed there for 40 minutes.
Yeah. But I'm like, hey, Alexia, pick out a book for your dad. That means there's a group of books. Choose one. Let's go. I'm hungry.
It wasn't my fault at all, but that's fine.
So pick out is just to choose something from a group of things. So let's spend the rest of the episode talking about a super diverse, some might say complicated phrasal verb, but to pick up.
Pick up.
So Alexia, give me your first impressions. What would you say pick up means?
Um,
What is the first example that comes to your head?
to buscar.
Yes. So pick up a person. You can use this in kind of a weird sexual way and say like, oh, he's picking up a girl at a bar, which means he's kind of,
Hitting on.
yeah, very similar to hitting on, flirting with,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. He's trying to get a girl to, trying to convince a girl to come home with him. But that is not common, and it's 2018. So we are just going to talk about picking someone up that's from a place.
Mm-hmm. So, Foster, be ready because I will pick you up at 8,
Yeah. Or what time do you want me to pick you up?
at
I thought you
7
said at
p.m.
8.
I just changed.
Okay. A great example is Alexia's dad is coming this week. So we have to pick him up from the airport.
From the airport. It's not at the airport.
No,
Ah,
because we are looking for him at the airport. We're taking him and then we're bringing him here.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you could say pick me up at the
Mhm.
airport. But in this case, when we're talking about we're taking your dad from one place to another, I would say from.
Okay. And another example with to pick up
Hmm.
is to pick up food. So,
Yeah. So I think the most common example for pickup is like to pick up something. Basicamente pegar. Yeah.
mhm.
So you could pick up a pizza.
I'm gonna run to the supermarket and pick up some vegetables for us.
Yeah. You're just going to get something really quick. Or something falls from the table on the ground, pick it up,
Yeah.
right?
Pick it up.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So probably a less common one is when you pick something up is you learn something.
Mm.
Do you know this one?
No.
So for example, someone says, Alexia, how is your Spanish? You could say I'm picking it up, which means I'm learning. Or a real example, we traveled to Argentina, Uruguay, and Chile last year. And I could say, Alexia picked up a good bit of Spanish during our trip last year.
Yeah. Or you are picking up a lot of European Portuguese right now.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I could say, like, I picked up a more Portuguese accent in Portugal.
No, you didn't, but that's fine. Don't do that.
Alexia saw my face wanting to speak and kind
Don't.
of imitate Portuguese people, but I won't.
It's horrible. It's the same as me trying to imitate British accent.
Mas não é, amor. Os portugueses falam bem diferente do que os brasileiros, não tem nada a ver.
I can't handle this.
Tu estás maluca.
A voz ficando mais fina. Tu estás maluca.
Obrigadinho. Já parei. Tá.
Beijinhos.
Beijinhos. Obrigadinho. Okay, so to pick up something is just to learn a little something. Cool?
Cool.
So we have to pick up. You can be looking for someone and you're going to pick them up somewhere. You can pick up a pizza. You can pick up some knowledge, a little bit of Portuguese or English. But you can also use to pick up in the sense that things are getting better, they are improving. This is
Okay.
something I heard in business school all the time. Normally, when we're talking about sales or like a market, you can say it's picking up.
So sales usually picks up during Christmas.
Sales pick up.
So sales during Christmas picks up. No,
Pick
pick
up.
up. Sorry.
There's more than one sale.
Yeah. Pick up a lot.
Yeah. So you could say during Christmas or before Christmas, sales generally pick up.
Okay.
Or in general, sales pick up in the winter.
Perfect.
That means there are more sales.
Okay.
Yeah. Not true in the case of English non cru, but that is a different story. So you could say, for example, the US market is picking up after the recession. It's
Mm-hmm.
just getting better. It's improving.
And I hope that Brazil picks up
Picks up.
after the next elections.
Yeah.
Okay.
I highly doubt it, but
I don't want to talk about these elections right now.
okay, we won't talk about it. And I'm picking up on a little sarcasm in your voice. So that's a perfect transition to the last and probably most difficult use of pick up is if you pick up on something, that means you are perceiving or noticing something that is probably not so obvious.
Yeah, like irony. How do you say like black humor?
Yeah, you could say dark humor.
Yeah, dark humor.
Yeah, exactly. So if you say, like, I'm picking up on a little bit of irony, or I'm picking up on some sadness in your voice, is everything okay?
Foster, am I picking up some irony? Irony, no, irony in your voice.
Yeah, I'm being very ironic.
Ay, ay.
So I think that's a good place to end this episode because recently, the same trip to Funaki, I really wanted to buy an Alanis Morissette CD because we had 5 extra euros and Alexia would not let me buy it, but I wanted it because we don't have our like an iPad or iPhone connection in our truck. So we have to use CDs because it's 1990s.
Or the normal radio station, which I love it.
The radio station in Portugal. What's the name of it?
Comercial.
Comercial. Tem 10 músicas, no máximo. É uma merda. Eu queria escutar
Ai,
Alanis
meu
Morissette.
coração. Na, 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 na,
No.
na, na,
Isn't that ironic?
na, na. Don't you think? It's like rain.
Okay, Alexia, I'll see
on
you
your
tomorrow.
wedding day.
It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's the good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figures? Used to play it safe, was afraid to fly. He packed his suitcase.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Inglês no Rádio. If you like what we do, if you want to support the show, please check out inglesnocru.com. At inglesnocru.com, you can find everything from the worksheets for these episodes to learn all of the best pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, real English, the way we speak it on the streets. You can also do personalized private coaching sessions with me in our pronunciation course, Sound School. Most importantly, keep up the good fight and lose well. Até já já.